Hello everyone, welcome to this session. My name is Denis Gudavicius. I'm a project manager and application engineer at AGA-CAD Ltd. And today I will show you an exciting new tool that will help you in day-to-day projects of MEP design. This session shouldn't take more than 30 to 45 minutes, and if you have any questions in that time, feel free to write them down into the GoToWebinar chat box and I will answer them after I will give my presentation. So here we go. At first, I want to point out some problems which are the main reason for smart hangers to come out. First one, which I would like to talk about, is model coordination. It is a big problem in BIM MEP projects, as it is the first reason why building information models are done in the first place, and there is no easy way to insert them to your project. That is the first problem, and I will try to visualize it a little bit later in my presentation. Next is the pricing of the system. It is a problem because there are so many different types of hangers and they are still all different, even they are almost the same. For example, we have the same system, but the rod lengths are different in almost all hanger configuration, and to schedule them is a bit of a hassle. The scheduling gets difficult or almost impossible to do correctly. That is a second problem. The third one is speed. That is how the hangers are placed. Technically, it should not be the MEP specialist's job to do that, because the design of the system is the thing that the specialist should do, not the drafting of hangers and scheduling and assembly creation and so on. And lastly, the automation problems. There is no automated solutions to do that, or they are really messy. So I'll go straight to the solution and I will give you a demo of smart hangers. Here I have an improvised project with some IFC ducts, some part of sprinkler system, cable trays, and of course walls, structural framing, structural trusses, and structural elements that will be used for distribution of the hangers in this project. So not going into much detail about the project, I would like to introduce you the smart hanger tool, which is over here. And we have a very nice categorized menu over here, in which you can select what you want to do in a particular moment. For example, you want to work with ducts, so you should go to the ducts menu and choose whether what do you want to do with the ducts. In common parameters, you can find some common functions that would be used in distribution of hangers or modifying them. Smart hangers can work with ducts, pipes, cable trays, conduits, and even generic models. So let's say we want to insert some hangers to the project. For example, I will choose to do it with sprinkler, one of the sprinkler pipes over here. So I will go to the pipe menu and I will press insert horizontal pipe hangers. And it's pretty much straightforward. Some of you should be familiar with this window. It's very similar to the one which comes with our other tool insert elements, and it's almost the same. Over here you can see filtered out hangers which can be used for pipe hanging for in this particular situation, and in even more, if talking in more particular, it is used for vertical connection. So for this particular situation I would choose vertical swivel loop hanger, and I'll choose the type, press add, and here you can see the properties of the selection I made. I have some information about the hanger I want to use. It's the family, its type mark, and how it is hosted. So in the lower portion of the window you can see the rules for the distribution of the hangers. They can be distributed as it is written over here, by maximum distance, by fixed distance, by the fixed number, and so on. For this situation I would select that I want to use some other rule. For example, I want to distribute them by the structural framing that is in the project, and I will show you how to do that. So, but at first I want to explain a little bit of how the parameters over here works. In the right section of the lower portion of this window you can see that there's some rule parameters defined, and the values of them on the right side. So what this means, you can hover over the parameter name and just a window pops up in which there is a detailed explanation of what's done with this particular rule parameter. So it's very handy, and it's very easy to understand what changes will be made by changing the values of this parameter. For the rule for the insertion of the elements by the structural framing, I can choose either of these rules. It's not important which one I will choose, so I can choose either of these, and the layout value for this type of insertion wouldn't work. So it's not important of what value is written over here. So talking about the connections which I can make, so I can make vertical or horizontal connections. The direction could be top or bottom. It can connect to various categories such as roofs, floors, structural foundations, structural framing, and even reference planes, which you can draw by yourselves and just show where do you want to connect your hangers to. Or you can choose that it would look for everything that is around the element. Intersection category would be the structural framing for me, and I would choose that category structural framing 2. And now it reads all the project and lets you choose what structural framing you want your hanger to connect to. So as I know that I will connect my hangers to the Z profile that is defined over here, and so I have selected all these parameters over here. So as I told, it doesn't matter which rule I select. I select either of these, and you can see that it's defined already over here. So I will press insert to model button and see what happens. As we can see, two elements were inserted correctly. And let's see what happened. And you can see that it made it perfectly as I wanted to. So now let's try something different. Let's say I want to insert cable tray hangers to the project. So I can select either one of these hangers of these elements, or I can select an array of the elements to insert hangers to. So now I've selected all these cable trays over here, and I will press cable trays and insert horizontal cable tray hangers to the project. As you can see, it filtered out the families that I can use for this particular situation, and I will search. Let's say this one looks more efficient than this one, so I will choose this one for this situation. And now we can see that it automatically has written the connection types and categories for me, and I will press insert to model. Eight elements were inserted correctly, and we can see hangers are inserted exactly to the place where it needs to be, because there is parameters, structural parameters, which are read from the structural element. Smart Hangers does that, and it reads also the cable trays parameters such as width and height, and it reads structural framings, all the structural parameters of profile. So it inserts it to exactly the place it needs to be. All the families that you saw over there, let's say I will get back to the all the families that you saw over here comes with smart hangers, and it comes with the purchase of smart hangers. We have in a demo or trial version, we give some sample hangers that you will that you can use and try a little bit, but after you purchase, you get a library of hangers that you can use them as a template, or use them in your own project. And this library has almost all possible combinations of hangers, and I should say always, as there are sometimes some particular situations that you need, but you can use these as a template and make yourselves one hanger that you cannot use in a particular situation. What parameters should be used is defined in our e-help that comes with smart hangers, and you can look at it at any time. So that's about the hangers, and now let's talk about the IFC duct that I have over here. What smart hangers has is a very neat tool, neat function, that you can replace your IFC duct to regular Revit duct. For example, I'll choose these three IFC ducts, and I can go to ducts and I can go to replace IFC ducts. It automatically asks me if I want to delete the old ones, these IFC ducts. I'll press OK because I don't need them, and as you can see, it inserted the duct for you. And that's not only usable with smart hangers, it can be used for lowering the project size, because Revit families are much lighter than IFC ducts, which is mostly a geometry with some parameters, and this geometry just becomes very heavy in project. So if you want to make your projects more lighter, you can use the smart hangers to control that. Now what you can also do with ducts is you can split them with using smart hangers. For example, I have a 12,000 millimeters duct over here. Smart hangers works also with imperial units, and it has also imperial hangers, a hanger library, so that's not a problem. It automatically detects if the project is imperial or it is metric. So let's say we want to split it, and I'll go to ducts, split ducts, and it opens the same window as the insert hangers window, and I will choose the round union because we have a round duct over here, and I'll just press add, and I can lay out the value. I can define the layout value which I want. So I will, let's say the 3000 is good for me, and I will just press insert model. 3 elements were inserted. So you can see that these ducts are splitted, and now I can just insert some hangers on them. So let's select some of them, and let's select this one, and let's select this one, and I'll press the button. This hanger is very handy for me, and it looks fine, so I will just press insert to model and see what happens. As you can see, it is very quick, and we have 13 elements inserted. So here you are. You can see the holes are cut perfectly. The holes are cut in the center or neutral line of the structural framing. You can see that the parameters were generated automatically, and let's say if we'll have some changes, let's say if I change something in a project, I'll add insulation. 25 millimeters thickness is okay for me, and I'll press OK. So as you can guess, I will talk about the coordination of hangers. So what if the changes are made in the project? It's simple as that. I will select the pipes the ducts that have been changed, and I'll just update hangers and supports. As you can see, it automatically updated the hangers. Or let's say I'll just move my cable trays a little bit down. All of the hangers moved down a little bit, but now I can select them like so and just update them. And it updated the hangers. Another function that you can use is that we can select the duct and we can select all the hanger supports on that element. It is very easy and handy. Just select elements needed on some particular element. Let's talk a little bit about what it would be like to insert hangers by hand. Let's say I would like to put a hanger on a cable tray by hand, so I would search for this hanger that I created. It's the first one of cable trays. It's not this one. Let's say I would like to put this one in the project. As we can see, we should select the face, and there is no other way to put the hangers in, because the thing is that we need to insert hangers to on the face of the element we're inserting. Let's say this cable tray, because we want a hanger to track it if we'll make some changes. So it's the only smart solution to do it by hand. So now we should find a way to put it in the center of this hanger. So I'll go to level 2. I didn't select it, but I might find it over here. It's over here, so I will make a section like this. I want to see only this one, so I will go to view. I'll switch to fine, and here I will move it a little bit to the center over here, and now I need to adjust it to so it's 645 millimeters, 845 I think. Let's check again. 855. So it's 1355 millimeters to the deck. And now what I need to do is just go to 3D view. Oh, it's turned not to the side I wanted to, so I'll need to select it. Where is the selection? You can see that it's a very difficult task to do, and I might be okay, that's okay without the rotation. So it might be a little bit easier when I'm doing that all over and over again. But did you see that it just, I need to select all those cable trays and press a button and it will automatically generate the hangers. There's no way to alternate them. I can also add hangers on vertical pipes like this one, and so I will replace it with Revit duct, and I will insert a vertical duct support. So I will, I'll choose this hanger over here, and I will press insert to model. I've chosen to insert 2, but that's okay with 1. And now I need to attach hanger supports to wall, and I'll select the wall over here, and here we go. I have a hanger attached to wall. To insert hangers on a round pipe is almost impossible, because it's a very hard to define the angle to put it on, and there's a lot more hassle than the cable tray I showed you in a second ago. So what if we need to modify something or get a quick information about the hangers I have over here? So what I can do, and I'm very proud to present that Smart Hangers has a modify hanger support function built in. Here you can modify a lot of different parameters and different configurations. You can filter out your hangers, make some modifications to them, and for example, as you can check or uncheck if you want it to be over the insulation or just on the structural part of duct, and you can select all these parameters over here and just modify them if they are not locked. Now you can filter them out by, as here is selected by host category, so I can filter out all hangers or duct hangers in level 1, or I can filter out all the cable tray hangers in level 2, and that's same with pipes and so on. So, and what the very handy thing is that I can write the hanger elevation to these hangers, and it automatically creates a parameter for you. Here I have it created already, but I will show you how it works. So I'll press the right mouse button, and here I can calculate elevation from host level. So it allows me to choose whether I want to use the one parameter that already exists, or I can create a new one. And I'll press create new one, and I will enter the name 1, and in which group it asks me in which group I want to insert our hangers in. I will put it in general group, and I'll press OK. So it automatically creates the parameter for all the hangers in the project, which is called hanger elevation 1, and it reads the elevation of the I filtered out it only writes the hanger elevation for cable tray hangers. And you can see as our hangers were placed in level 2, not level 1, so as it shows the elevation from host level, so it's a -1. And here we can see that we have a hanger elevation 1 parameter over here with a value in it. What if I want to transfer some hangers from other projects? Do I have to manually save them and import them? No. Smart Hangers has a project family browser. So for presentation of this, I will open up another project. In which I have a lot of different families to show to use. So I will get back to this project in a second, but I want to show you the family browser. So family browser, what it does, I can easily transfer my families from one project to another. I can import families from the projects I want to use. Let's say the Smart Hangers Imperial project, and I can not only transfer my hangers which are in structural connections category, but I can transfer all the cable trays, mechanical, space, and other families from other projects. So it's a very useful part of the smart hangers. So now I can select one of the hangers and transfer and load it to the project, like so. I'll just select one, or I can, pressing the shift key, select few of these. I can filter out by name or by type name, by family or by type name, and that's very useful tool that comes with the smart hangers. I have these families in this projects, so I won't load them, but it takes a second to do that. Now going to more detail, you can see that we have a linked project. In this particular project, it's linked structural elements which are usable over here, and I will show you how it works with linked projects. So I can select all the hangers on this duct. I will delete them, and now I can insert hangers to it, and just select the one that I've used. It was used before. It's this one. And now I can select structural framing. It will look for structural framing. Now I can say that I want 5. It will look for structural framing and connect it to the structural framing, which is over here. And now what I can do is select all these hangers on this duct, and I can connect it to wall. Now these two weren't connected because I've selected the wall which ends over here, so I'll need to connect them to wall separately. So you can see that it works very good. Now I can show you that it also can put hangers on sloped ducts. I will insert, as it is pipe, I will select the pipe, and I know that it is on the bottom of this list. I will select it, and now I will need to choose different category, that is roofs, and now I will insert them to model. So you can see that the hangers were put as expected and attached to the roof, like so. That's incredible. That's incredible. And you can see the different types and different capabilities of how the hangers are connected to the structural elements. There's here conduit connection. We have over here all these different automatically generated connections. Another great function that is integrated into smart hangers is we can we can insert gravity points for these elements. That is very useful for evaluating the balance, the structural balance of the system. You can either select all the hangers, or I can select the duct also, or I can even select a wall and insert the gravity point for the wall. It's useful not only for hangers in a project. And the last and I think the most neat thing that I can show you today is that these hangers can also be drawn by create assembly from element function, which is not impossible doing by hand. And you can go to the assemblies in project browser. I will make a little bit tidier over here, so I can show you more better view. Let's say it'll be alright, and I can make a sheet with a particular hanger workshop drawings. Like this easy. So that is how good the smart hangers is. So I'm finished with my presentation of smart hangers. Now I will get back to my slides and I will speak about AGA-CAD a little bit. And that is why we created smart hangers. So to round up a little bit, I would like to point out some features that has smart hangers. So it is IFC support, automated workshop drawings with assemblies that I showed you a second ago. It automatically updates the hangers by the project changes. It is multidisciplinary. You can hang the ducts, conduits, pipes, and cable trays, and so on, and you can connect them to walls, structural framings, planes, and different structural connections or other. So it also supports multiple references, as I've told it, the walls, structural framings, planes, etc. And it also comes with a full hanger library on purchase, so you can start working with smart hangers straight away. And it has other great features, such as modification of hangers, the smart browser, and gravity point, and etc. Talking about the return on investment, let's say I might inflate a little bit, but if your hourly income is 50 bucks, and we calculated that you work from 5 to 20 times faster with smart hangers, so it is very easy to calculate that you save $40 per hour, and it's $1,600 per week project. So it's hundreds of percents of a return on investment, and the investment's return on first project. So talking about our company, so our company is called AGA-CAD, and we call ourselves leaders and pioneers of Revit add-on development. Well, that is not very humble, but we wake up with that every day, and we try to bring our customers the products that lead the market, and try to make the best that we can to stay the pioneers and leaders in the market. And that is really exciting for us. We develop our tools with a great deal of research that we do first. We cooperate with academia, state organizations, practitioners, and of course our clients. Clients build the wish list, which we consider the most important source for our development ideas. Tools are developed based on mathematical modeling, optimization algorithms, and design standards. We of course are gold partners of Autodesk in a wide variety of areas, from software reselling to training to add-on development for their products. Here you can see this is our team core, and AGCAD operates since 1991, so we have a huge experience in this field. Our team consists of around 50 employees across the world. Company is not so big, but we are proficient in a pretty narrow field, so that is quite a large scale. We have departments in programming, project management, training, consulting, and sales. The main goal of AGCAD is lean design process for our customers. We look for mudas, which is a non-value adding work in English in day-to-day works, and develop productivity and efficiency boosters for our clients that save millions of dollars each year. We have a wide variety of solutions for different field professionals. As you can see, it covers almost all areas, such as structural engineering, project management, MEP, sustainable solutions, and other helpful tools. Wood Framing Suite is designed for intuitively make fast framing design. It is dedicated for wood framing at the moment, but with Truss Plus RT that is coming in a week or two, it will be possible to frame steel too. This suite is so user-friendly that architects use it to extend their design and offer complete solutions for their clients. BIM Tree Manager is software that incorporates into any Revit user's workflow. It is dedicated for BIM information managing in Revit platform, and it does a lot. You can create new parameters for your families, manage your element classifications, change parameter values, replace elements, calculate totals, and much more. These functions is only a tip of an iceberg, so you should definitely get more information about it, because it will surely increase your performance. Cut opening allows users automatically create openings in elements such as walls, roofs, floors, etc., where ducts, pipes, cable trays, and conduits intersect them. Smart Browser Pro is designed for quick and easy search and managing of Revit families. For example, you can copy families from one project to another using drag and drop function, and it's a must-have for all Revit users. MEP engineering has a set of tools for easy MEP design. It solves a lot of headaches for MEP engineers, such as automatic radiator, sprinkler, diffuser distribution, and optimization by calculated loads in space. Sustainable Design Pro, as the name says, is suite for your design evaluation in engineering in the energy context. And the last one is a set of tools called Tools for Revit, which you can also find very useful, and I should recommend you to check out Insert Elements, Excel to Revit, Quick Dimensions, and Quick Table, Sort Mark, and Smart Browser. These names of tools says the functions that the add-on does, so I will not get much deeper into them. So for more information, visit www.aga-CAD.com, and you will find a lot of information about all our tools. So thank you for attending this webinar. Webinar is recorded and I will share it with you on YouTube. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write or call me at any time. If you have any technical questions, and I will be more than happy to answer them for you, and have a nice day.